Guys and people watching this live stream later. I'm Jake, the Ticket Leprechaun. Joined my boy Will right here, making his YouTube debut.
I'll have my Tops Now card out tonight.
Perfect, man. Tops will be all over that, dude. I mean, they'll print anything for money. So
exactly.
That'll work out well. So we're just going to hang out, talk about things in the hobby, things about my collection and different things I have in my collection, kind of a show and tell to reintroduce people that have been following my channel for a long time to some of the stuff I do, as well as show a lot of my new subscribers that I've gotten over the last year or so, some of my collection I haven't showed in a long time. So Will and I are going to take a look at a couple different things and just kind of chat until some people pop in.
You're going to stick to baseball, or are you going to do what if somebody wants your UNC stuff?
Hey, I mean, if somebody requests some of the UNC stuff, I'll definitely show it off. I mean, I've showed, I think, 3 or 4 non-baseball cards, maybe.
Yeah.
Since I've been on YouTube. The Jordans.
I love your Sandlot collection. It's second to none on YouTube.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, Sandlot PCs.
Oh, we got
one of my favorites for sure.
We got B-Roth in the house.
Oh, legend. B-Roth in the house. Boom. Boys. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. I don't have any Hank Greenberg to show off, though. Brian got it all, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm all post-war, too, so I got nothing.
Yeah, Brian, if you missed the beginning, just going to do like a show and tell with some of my collection and hang out and chat. You picked up any big vintage cards lately, Brian? You're going to sell me or Will?
I'm already buying the Mariano Rivera from him.
Oh, yeah. You told me. You told me that you're picking that up. And, Kyle popped in.
Yeah.
Kyle from Collecting America's Pastime. What's up, Kyle? Yeah, so we got a couple in here. And then I was telling Will right before we went live that I had a text message from the Drew that he would be joining us at some point during this live stream.
I just got the notification that we went live.
There you go.
Drew, there he is.
Oh, Drew in the house?
Yeah.
What's up, Drew? Next time we'll have to get him on here with us. I know he's always got a story up his sleeve.
Here's B-Roth. He said, I'm focusing more on vintage. May go live for my group tomorrow to bid on the baggers lots I'm watching. That's pretty awesome.
Gotcha. Nice, Brian. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you're going heavier on vintage. That means more things for me to look at on Card Soup. That's good stuff. And I see that 4-leaf popped in. I mean, he had to, right? 4-leaf cards, Ticket Leprechaun.
There you go.
He's got to get in, man.
You noticed that we went with the Shamrock color?
That's right. Got to get the green. Sometimes the stories are true, too. Oh, Drew, I know you couldn't make up some of that stuff, like your dog eating that card and things like that. And what's up, Colorado Sports Dude? Thanks for jumping in, man. We appreciate it.
Hey, Kyle, what's next on your Hall of Fame project list?
Oh, yeah, Collecting America's Pastime. Glad to see him back on YouTube, man. Yeah. I love his collection. He does all the Hall of Fame classes, a playing days card of each Hall of Famer, and puts them together by class. It's really, really cool stuff.
He's got a spreadsheet that rivals yours.
I know, dude. I watched that video. That was really cool. And he's got a lot of pre-war stuff, too.
Yeah.
He's trying to twist my arm and get me to do more pre-war, but I told him I may already have a project or two that I'm working on. Maybe. Uh-oh. Breaking news.
Yeah.
Kyle hinting at something big. I'm sure it's a pre-war card. So for some of you guys that have already jumped in, since there's 5 or 6 of you in here, and I know a lot of you guys watch my channel or have watched my channel a lot, but what are that you may want to see that I haven't shown off before, or haven't shown off in a long time. I collect vintage sets from 33 Gaudy up to 79 tops, Hall of Famers, Hall of Fame autographed baseballs. Oh, that's my brother. What's up, Jeb? What's up, Jeb? Do Hall of Fame autographed baseballs, Hall of Fame bobbleheads, and then Hall of Fame autographs with a lot of 5 stars and Perez steals and things like that. So throw out some of the players you guys may want to see, and I'll pick out some stuff.
Will, what's your channel? I want to make sure I follow you. Thank you both for your kind words. Kyle, I don't actually have a channel yet. Jake's trying to work on me. This is kind of my introduction to YouTube, so we'll see how tonight goes. I'm still in school. I have one less semester, so if it happens, it'll have to wait till I graduate. So a lot of time goes into YouTube, and I don't have that time yet.
Kyle, I'll message you when he has a channel, promise. Yeah, I've known Will for about a year or so. Oh, what's up, Scott? What's up, Reindeer Studios? But I've known Will for about a year or so. He started watching my channel, reached out to me on Instagram, and we've become good friends, and he's got a nice little collection going, so I definitely want him to start a channel.
So we need to get Jake into more pre-war and you on YouTube. What's your collection focus? Well, Jake, he actually kicked the tires on doing the T206 set, right?
I did at one point. I did all the research right before all the craziness in the hobby in the past year. And before that, I decided it was too much for me. I do want a Rube Waddell. I really want a Rube Waddell. But other than that, no
Ty Cobb, right?
I mean, sure. I mean, who wouldn't want a Ty Cobb? But I've got my eye on a Playing Days Cobb that resides at the Drew's house in Georgia someday. So.
The Georgia Peach. That makes sense.
Yeah. But tell everybody what you collect, Will.
What do I collect?
Yeah.
Well, you know that I collected a lot of modern before you and I kind of connected over a year ago, and you got me into OBC, which is old baseball cards for people that don't know. I do mostly post-war, so golden age of baseball, 50s, 60s, dabble in the 40s, but I stick to Topps and Bowman mostly. I'm a big Orioles fan, so all the Orioles Hall of Famers, Palmer, both the Robinson boys, but that's mostly what I do. Thinking about getting into autographs just because Jake has such a cool collection, and that'd be awesome, but the funds are a little limited right now, so got to stick to building sets from the 40s up to the late 60s. So,
right, and you did pick up like a couple Perez Steele autographs, right?
Yeah, well, just the Oriole Hall of Famers for now.
Right.
I got Frank and Brooks right now. Let's see, I need Earl, Jim, Palmer. They have them out there, but I need to get hopefully JT to print me off Cal and Eddie Murray. So.
Yeah, the JT Grugans, the customs he's doing of those. Yeah, those are really cool. I'm stacking mine up to get them all at once from him. I see Drew said, keep dreaming, my friend. I do. Every night that you're going to give me that Ty Cobb card, Drew. I know it's going to happen, man. You can't hold out on me. And clearly Kyle agrees. Oh, okay, Don.
Don, yeah.
I see you, Don. Hey, gentlemen, and Jake. Okay. I see you.
I love your channel, Don.
I love Don's channel, too.
Yeah.
He was on Alex Bowman 53's live stream this past week, and they had to tread lightly. They started talking about raw cards and people that collect raw cards. May have mentioned me, so be careful, Don.
Here we go.
What's up, Jesse? Think Blue 77 in the house.
Yeah. Jesse, I need to – I have a draft set on my email to send you about vintage gloves. I just haven't put it all together yet. So still want to ask you some questions and get some advice on that.
For sure. Jesse's the expert when it comes to that kind of stuff. I need to do the same thing. I like left-handed gloves. I've got a 40s one and a 60s one.
Here's high praise right here. Whoa, wrong one. That one.
Oh, Don. Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. Looks like we've got our first request for something.
Oh yeah. They're coming in fast and furious here.
I know, right?
Oh, here we go. There we go. Jake, do you have anything of Joe Medwick? I grew up here in Colorado, but most of my family is from the St. Louis area. So in my family, it's a home run hit by Joe Medwick. That's awesome. Signed baseball from Joe Medwick. Let's see what Jake has. Probably nothing quite to that level, but
no, I don't have an autographed baseball, but I got a couple things.
We do have some heavy hitters in here. Big names on YouTube.
I've got 2 Ducky Medwick items. I got one. Grab the other one.
Here we go. Brother showing a little backstory here.
That's true, Jeb. I'll talk about that next. So 2 Ducky Medwick items. That's really cool that he's from your town. That's awesome, man. Here's my Perez Steel. Joe Ducky Medwick right there. And then I've actually do have one playing days card of him, so Kyle will appreciate this. It's a 38 Gowdy Ducky Medwick, the cartoon version. So I do got 2 Ducky Medwick items. Pretty cool. And then go back to that question that was my brother's. I think that's a good story.
All right. So he said, Jake's collecting started with our grandma giving us cards. How did you get started collecting? How did I get started collecting?
I think he's asking, I don't know. Well, I'll go first and then you can go.
Okay.
So anybody that doesn't know the story, I got started collecting because when I was 9 and my brother was 6, my paternal grandmother, believe it or not, collected cards. And she took her entire collection and split it between me and my brother. And that's how we got started and started trading cards and stuff like that. I was really into basketball as a kid. We're big Tar Heel fans, big Tar Heel family. And I used to trade my brother all my Scottie Pippens for all his Jordans. So worked out really good for me. And she had a lot of baseball cards in there too. And that's how I got started. What about you, Will?
Let's see. I don't have quite a foundation like that, but I guess I'm a 4th generation Orioles fan. My great grandmother is from Baltimore or was from Baltimore. She lived like a block away from Memorial Stadium. Then my grandfather was born and raised in Baltimore, passed it down to my dad. He actually collected cards, mostly 60s cards. When we were really young, my brother and I, he passed them down to us. And then I had some friends that collected as well, so we would trade a lot. Stupid me, I traded away a lot of my dad's vintage cards for, back then, my favorite player was Rafael Palmeiro, so I guess you know, Rafael Palmeiro super collector. Kind of wish I could get those days back, but we had a local card shop here called the Wax Box, and my friend and I and my brother would go in there and spend hours just sifting through bargain boxes, pulling out Kyle Ripkins, Rafael Palmeiros, Rhode Alomars. And my friend actually, he had a kind of a side business where he mowed lawns, so he was able to afford packs. And he would bust packs to try to get the I guess his most prized possession was the 85 Topps 85 401 McGuire rookie. So I don't know, just growing up loving baseball, and I guess collecting is just a part of that. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah,
we got a couple more people popping in here. I saw Jeff popped in here and said hates that I'm short on autographed baseballs to go in the big unit behind me. Yeah, it's the back part is almost full now. I have a little over 100 different autographed baseballs. they're not all Hall of Famers, but have over 100 different autographed baseballs now. Pretty crazy.
Here we go. Don's got a question for you.
Oh, Don, that's really cool. I do not have Cole Anthony's autograph yet. That is one of the Tar Heel basketball guys I'm still missing. I have all but like 13 or so players that have had pack issued cards, whether they played in the NBA or not, when they used to make collegiate autographs too, and the 2010-11 Upper Deck North Carolina set. So I almost have them all, but Cole Anthony is one of the ones that I don't.
He's fairly recent, though, right? He's within the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, he went pro 2 years ago, I believe.
Okay.
2 years ago.
I don't follow the Tar Heels that close.
It's all right. They're superior to your team.
Kentucky Wildcats, I don't know.
Looks like we got another request.
Do you have any Tommy stuff? Yeah.
Tommy.
I think
Yeah, I
you
got Tommy.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Let me move my chair again.
Sure, you have at least his rookie card, right?
Oh, yeah. I got a couple Tommy items. Oh, I flipped right to him. That's lucky. Yeah, so Tommy items. Of course, I've got his Bowman rookie for my Hall of Fame rookie cards.
That's actually the one for the post-war set registry.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Guys, I have a registry card. And then I've got my Jim Thome autograph. It's one of the sweet spots, and it's on the bat. So those are my 2 Thome cards, and I'm working on his playing days cards as well, but I've only got a couple of those, and they're in the binder.
I bet Kyle has all of them.
I bet Kyle does have all of them.
He might have dupes.
Well, Kyle, let me know. You can tell me.
Kyle, what do you think of the name change?
Yeah, let us know about your thoughts on the Guardians. See, we got one more friend whose name I recognize here. What's up, Lou? I know what Lou wants to see. I don't even have to ask him, so I'm just going to go get it, okay? You know what he wants to see, Will?
Maybe. I mean, if his hat is any indication, then I think I have an idea.
I got a couple cards I can show him. Let's see. I've got everything alphabetical, so it makes it easy to find stuff. All right. 2 cards we'll show for Lou. First up, that's his boy.
Okay.
Roberto Clemente.
So not the hat. The hat wasn't a giveaway, but
not the hat. This is his guy. Yankees is his team, but this is his guy.
Not a bad guy.
And any chance I get to show off this card.
There you go.
There's the Clemente rookie. 55 tops. Yeah, I don't have Clemente's autograph yet. But definitely one of the big names that everybody would like to add, but very happy to have his rookie card.
There you go, Jake.
Bill, a legend, has graced us. My guy, Bill, the Hall of Fame collector. He's one of my, no offense to anybody, he's one of my favorite YouTubers because he got me started. Him and Mike, baseball collector, were the first 2 guys I watched, and they have incredible Hall of Fame autograph collections, and that's one of my favorite parts of my PC. So love Bill's channel. Yeah, I know Don. Oh, thanks, Kyle. I just saw your comment. I know Don, he really likes Clemente as well. He's a big Pittsburgh guy. So
sure, here's a tough one, Jake. You may have to think about this one a little bit.
With the best color. Best color. All right. Which set do you think it's going to be from, Will? You know it's going to be vintage, obviously.
Yeah. I'm going to go 76 tops.
Oh, you think it's going to be a 76? Okay.
Well, I mean, I think you could probably show your best color from every decade, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I was just going
one,
newest decade in your collection.
one card really jumped to mind, and it's a good excuse to show it off. So, you know. But let's go with the 54 tops Hank Aaron.
And that was a PSA 1, right?
It was a PSA 1.5.
1.5. Okay.
Cracked it out myself. As the graded cards guys cringe out there. But yep, that's my Hank Aaron rookie.
Yeah, you got to go back and watch your video of cracking the 52 maze, right?
Yeah, the 52 tops maze. I cracked that one live on YouTube. That was crazy.
Man, the comments are coming in fast and furious here.
I got to pull this one up. Lou, I do know that today is Roberto Clemente's birthday.
This is a good story here.
Because, as a lot of you guys know, my wife and I are expecting our first child. And the due date is Friday. So I'm on baby watch. If my phone goes off and I suddenly disappear, it's because Amy called me and said we're headed to the hospital. But no baby yet. But a friend of mine, his name's Nick Stinger. My brother knows him if he's still in here. And his wife and my wife were due 1 week apart. And so I got on Baseball Reference and looked up the baseball birthdays of the most famous players for every day of the month for August. And every day we've been texting each other the famous birthdays in case our sons are born on one of those days. His ended up being born a few days ago, and Veda Pinson was the biggest name on his birthday. And the 18th today, being 2 days before the due date, this was my number one day that I wanted him to be born on, so that it was Clemente's birthday, and I could teach him about Clemente even more so as he was growing up. But if it's not today, I'm pulling for somewhere between the 22nd to the 25th because there's a Hall of Famer on every day.
Cal Ripken being one of those, one of my guys. So.
Yeah, Ripken's, I think, the 24th, I think.
Something like that.
So I've been teasing Amy about that every day of like, okay, today would be a good day, or you gotta hold out for 3 days from now, or whatever. So I give her a hard time about that.
There's another question for you.
Eddie Stanky. I know that I do. Let me think about what year I could show. Let me look, Will.
Oh, and I guess we missed Kyle's comment about the Guardians. He said where was that? Was it that he didn't mind the name change, but the logos are not that good? I think that's fair.
Yeah. I think everybody knew that they were going to pick something, pretty safe, which is fine. I get that, especially when you're trying to be less controversial. But I wish the logos were better.
They're very major league.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the Indians, so it makes kind of sense.
True. There's an Eddie Stanky for you, Jeff.
Yeah.
I was holding the 54 top set. I know that's him as a manager, but there's an Eddie Stanky that I've got. Here's a good question because I know the answer to it. Oh, look at Brian trying to tell you to show something.
Yeah. Well, this is Jake's stream tonight. Maybe when we do it next time, I'll have some stuff ready. It's all in boxes right now, so.
And then he'll start a YouTube channel.
There you go.
Drew asked, who's on my birthday? I have one Hall of Famer on my birthday. It's Louis Aparicio.
Not a bad one.
Yeah, I looked it up, so I was excited. At least I got a Hall of Famer, right? That's better than none.
See, Lou running some 53 Bowmans. We don't have Alex is not in here, so you're gonna have to carry it.
Oh, 53 Bowmans?
Yeah.
I don't have many 53 Bowmans, but I've got a few. Let's see. I'll show off a few just for Lou since he requested a set instead of a player. Phil Rizzuto. The Scooter.
The Scooter in the house.
Then we've got a Richie Ashburn. 53 Bowman color.
Underrated. He doesn't get a lot of hobby love.
I'm showing this one just for Don Field of Dreams cards because I think he was looking for one of these. That's Sam Jethro.
There you go.
Pretty sure he was looking for one of those. And then, let's see. I think I got a couple more Hall of Famers in 53 Bowmans. You know who that is?
Campy, my boy.
Campy. Got one of them.
I just bought a 54 Bowman from Jake of Campy, so when that comes in, maybe we'll go live again and I can show it.
There you go. Yeah, it's sitting over there on the floor getting ready to come to you. This card actually was traded to me by Drew. It's the Ralph Kiner.
What we got?
Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is one of my favorite cards in the whole 53 Bowman set. That Warren Spawn.
There you go.
It's a great looking card. I love the old logos on that.
You were wearing your B hat the other day when we were on Zoom.
Yeah, I was. I was wearing my Boston Braves hat that day. Okay, yeah, that's the last Hall of Famer I got of those.
Check. Here's what Kyle said. His response: "It's worse than the Major League. Major League logo wasn't made with Microsoft Word art."
Fair. They should have had Ranger Studios do the logo.
Yeah.
He could have done something. He's right there. And we got Snoop.
Oh, we got another goat in the house.
Snoop, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by.
Snoop, where are you in Virginia?
Hey, it might be close to you.
Yeah.
Drew, I wonder why. A lot of them came from your house. That's funny. What else do you guys want to see? Somebody else shout out something. I'll look through cards all night. You want to see a certain set or a certain player?
Don was looking for Luke Easter.
Oh, okay. He's got the Sam Jethro. Yeah, I don't have the Luke Easter. Not for that. Not for that set.
Miggy. Oh, here we go. Miggy's up the bat. Could be breaking news here.
Ooh. Yeah, Lou. Maybe he'll hit 500 on our live stream.
Yeah. Here's one for you.
No Eddie Collins or Tris Speaker autographs, but I do have an Eddie Collins card. I actually just showed it to Will right before we were live. I was showing it to him.
I haven't been doing my job here with being producer. Let's do this.
Oh, look at you. Special effects. Right, Lou? There's my 33 Gaudy Eddie Collins. So that's the only Eddie Collins vintage card that I have. For him and Speaker, since they are members of the 3000 Hit Club, I need autographs of both. I don't have autographs yet, but I do have relic cards, I believe. Let's see. Collins. They're sitting over here. I forgot they're displayed.
Let's see. We'll go. So, Snoop, is that like in the Tidewater area? I've got family in the Virginia Beach area. I think there's a King's Dominion there.
There's my Tris Speaker dual back card out of Tier 1. Got one of those. And here's the Eddie Collins relic out of Panini National Treasures, the first year they did those. I like those. Sorry for the glare. It's in a plastic case.
Let's see.
Got a couple other requests. Oldest card. Okay. It's not a baseball card, believe it or not.
I don't even know what this one is.
Have you not seen this one, Will?
I don't think so.
It's not a baseball card, but it does have a good story behind it. So when I was at the National, yes, I've been to a National. It was in 2013, a long time ago, before I worked in baseball. I was walking around looking at different stuff, and I really like history, and I like presidents too. And my favorite president is Abraham Lincoln. And when I saw this card, had to have it.
Okay, I think I know what it is now.
It's an 1890s advertisement for starch with Abraham Lincoln on it, and it's graded SGC. B. Roth is beaming with pride right now that I have an SGC graded card still. But it's got, the starch advertisement on the back of it there. So Abraham Lincoln, 1890s. Oldest card in my collection right there.
There you go. Jesse brought up the one we were talking about before we jumped on here.
What's that?
There you go.
Hey, Jesse, I'll always show that. Let me grab it. Yeah, any excuse that I can get to show off the Ruth autograph.
Get the comment off there. There you go.
There you go. There's the Ruth. Love that card, man. That was the number 2 dream card I ever had in my collection, was to own a Ruth autograph. That was number 2, believe it or not, after I got my first Grail.
I know what the first Grail is. Does anybody else know what the first Grail is for Jake?
I saw this comment. Oh, sorry, not Kyle's. I clicked on the wrong one. This one. You are correct, Bill. Cobb is number 1 on my current dream wish list. That's the one that I want.
But you're pretty picky about it. I keep sending you ones and you say, that's not what I want.
I want a Ty Cobb, and it's either got to be a cut that I can turn into a Perez Steel, or it's got to be a Perez Steel.
It's got to be green ink, though. You got to go for the green ink. If you're going to go Cobb Auto, you got to go all out.
I wouldn't be against the green ink, but I think that I want, regular blue or black ink like the rest of them,
Well, green's his thing, though, right?
Green ink is his thing, so I wouldn't be opposed. Right place, right price, right?
That is true.
Here we go. Let's see some Musial. Yeah, I got some Musial. Actually got a few Musials, I believe.
Oh, I think I know where that is, Snoop. I live in Southwest Virginia. I live in Roanoke. So I know you're a big fisherman, so I live pretty close to Smith Mountain Lake. I don't know if you've ever fished any tournaments there or not.
Let's show a couple Musials. I'll grab a vintage one, too. I'm just gonna stack up everything I've showed throughout the night as we go.
Won the contest. Your brother won the contest. You'll have to give him something next time you see him.
So proud of you, Jeb. You actually listened to me ramble. That's true. Maybe I'll show that in a second. So I'm looking for a specific vintage Musial that I'm pretty sure that Don has, and I know he loves the card. And it's one of my favorites, probably my absolute favorite as far as a vintage Musial goes. But I don't remember what card number it is, so I'm flipping through my binder. Binders are the way to go until I find that bad boy. Let's see. I'll look him up. I've got my spreadsheet pulled up in a separate tab so I can find it easier. Okay. It is card number 196 in the set. 195, 196. That was way easier. It's none other than the 1952 Bowman Musial. What a great card. That's a work of art, as all the early Bowmans were.
I bet Don has that one, maybe.
I think he does. I think he does have that one. And then I actually have 3 more Musial autographs, but I got 2 handy. There's one from the Epic Signatures set. That one actually came from Bill, Hall of Fame collector. He's in here. And then one of the few of booklet cards that I have. But here's my Musial triple bat relic autograph from 2012 5-star. Love that card. Love that card.
Here's a good one. I like. Oh, I keep clicking the wrong one. Here we go.
Ruth.
I like this one.
Oh, man, coolest card with the best story. That's
Could be the Babe Ruth.
It's probably the Babe Ruth. I didn't tell the story with it. I'll tell the story about the Ruth just for Snoop. So I got the Ruth was the second dream card I ever wanted. And right before I got married, I decided that I was going to buy one. Might be the last chance I get to get one, with wedding to pay for, house, more responsibilities, all that kind of stuff. And I told myself if I find one to buy, that I would not buy anything else for my collection until I paid for the Ruth, the wedding, and the honeymoon before I spent another dime on another item for my collection. And I did all that by the wedding day. So that was my story of how I got Ruth, and always loved him because of the Sandlot and him being the greatest of all time.
So it looks like you have to give something away now.
Pick someone else for the contest. Jeb trying to make me do a contest live.
Let's see. Don does have the 52 Bowman.
I thought you did, Don. I thought I remembered you showing that off.
This is probably graded, though.
Yeah, I think it is.
But everybody's got their own style.
That's true. Here's one I do have, or a 52 Tops. I don't have the Tops, but I do have an old vintage Minoso. I'll grab it. Minoso. I'm telling you guys, when you do live streams, this is why you do binders, right? And you have everything really organized so that you can find all your cards and just show them off by request.
There we go.
Unless you're Brian and someone says show Greenberg and he just picks one. There's my 52 Bowman Minoso. So it's not the Tops, but it's a 1952. Pretty cool card. The 52 Bowman set is a pretty cool set in my collection because, 1, it's complete. 2, I bought the vast majority of it from Drew. I was like 50% done with the set, and he had a near set he wanted to sell minus like 10 cards that he wanted to keep, and I bought it off him, sold the extras, and it's one of the first vintage sets that I've completed.
Let's see. Here's one from Kyle. Least favorite item that you had to get for completion purposes. Whoa.
I know exactly what the card is.
That's a loaded question there.
I don't know if Will knows where I'm going with this.
Probably not, but
instantly one card jumped to mind. I'm a big Hall of Fame guy, really big. And then I also do the major milestone clubs. So 500 homers, 3,000 hits, 300 wins, 3,000 strikeouts, perfect game pitchers, and 600 stolen bases, right? Well, for 500 homers, there's plenty of steroid guys to choose from, but this guy's the poster boy and one of my least favorite players of all time. That's Barry Bonds.
Bonds.
If Tops 85 401 was in here, he'd be really upset right now. Sorry, Nate.
He would be, yeah.
But not a Bonds fan and needed a Bonds autograph, so not thrilled about it, but part of my collection.
What set does that complete?
That's 500 home run autograph, guys.
Oh, you completed that?
It's not complete, but for completion purposes, for me to ultimately do it, had to have a Bonds. Still need an autographed baseball, unfortunately, but I'll get around to buying that soon.
I guess Lou didn't say whether he hit his 500, so I guess it didn't happen.
True.
Let's see here. My collection is organized chaos. Love that 52 Bowman. I know all about the organized chaos. I'm still trying to get mine under control.
So I said, thanks, Don. Yeah, I love that book card too.
Let's see, I saw one up here. Maybe.
I know one other card that was mentioned that I need to show.
Yeah, that might be the one I'm looking for. Oh, not the one I thought.
The Michael Jordan rookie. Yes, I know you guys are shocked. It's graded. But I'm not doing the set. So it will remain graded.
Somebody was asking about Griffey autographs. And I know you have a couple. I want to see if you're going to show the one that I like the best.
The one you like the best.
Yeah.
I'll just show them all. Man, this is fun. I could do this all day. Some of these guys can't get to my house to see it in person. I mean, that's part of what the fun is showing off your collection, but showing it off stuff like this by request is a lot of fun. All right. We've got a few Griffies. I think I know which one your favorite is, Will. Is that one your favorite?
It is.
The 2012 5-star Griffey?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, I love that one too. It's got that one.
Yeah, let's
2013 5-star Griffey autograph. 2014 5-star Griffey autograph. And then this one, the Epic Signatures Griffey. And that card, man, I bought it a long time ago for $100, and that's like a $700 card now. It's crazy. So glad I got that one since I'm kind of sort of doing that autograph set.
So Topps Vantage 316 has a question that kind of piggybacks off of Kyle's.
I do, Brian. I do. Let me grab that one. Yeah, I mean, if they're in the 500 home run club or any of the major milestones or Hall of Famers, I'm going after them. So there's my A-Rod rookie. Got the Upper Deck rookie.
You don't have the SP?
No, that's the one I went with at the time. I may end up getting the SP, but there's my A-Rod autograph card. And where is this? And I've got an A-Rod autographed baseball.
Is that an all-star ball?
It is an all-star ball. This was sent to me by John 3000 Hitman here on YouTube.
Very cool.
He's actually one of the players I've completed. I've got his bobblehead too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are a little harder to get to since they're all displayed. But there's my A-Rod bobblehead.
You got something for every team he's played for. That's good.
I know, right? He's got full representation. So he's complete, thank goodness. Unless he gets in the Hall of Fame, I won't be buying any more A-Rod.
Here we go. See if you agree.
Yeah, people say that he was a jerk. I just think Bonds is the poster boy for steroids, like the era or not. You know, he's the poster child for that. And until they let one in, I'm against them all. But if they let one in the Hall of Fame, let them all in. So we'll see what happens here. It's his last year on the ballot along with Clemens, so should be a big year for the Hall of Fame, determining a lot of the future.
Here you go. So you dislike Bonds more than A-Rod, I take it.
I do, because I see Bonds as the poster child for it, and he broke my boy Ruth and Aaron's records. So yeah, I don't like Bonds very much.
You put the asterisks.
Right.
Here, we can take the banner away. It's just a little much. I think
yeah,
we get the idea.
We've been in a while.
Here you go. Oh, there you go. You got it.
Yeah, I got it. Reggie Jackson. Yeah, I think I got a couple.
I think we want it to be in an A's uniform if possible.
Oh, he would?
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do about that. Reggie Jackson. So I've got 2 Reggie Jackson autographs. I see you've got the A's fan logo here.
He said, of course.
There's the Yankee 2013 5-star.
Boo.
Boo, Yankees. Athletics, yay!
Yeah.
There's the 2012 5-star Reggie Jackson autograph. So I got a couple Mr. October. See you, Lou.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for jumping on.
Yeah, man. Good to see you. Hopefully we'll do it again.
Here we go. These are some big ones if you got them.
Oh, yeah. I have both. Where is Mr. Mays? There he is. Luckily, those are alphabetical, too. So, here's Hank Aaron. My Hank Aaron autographed baseball. Rest in peace to the true home run king. And here is my Willie Mays.
I never quite understood how that's Willie Mays. Like, that's not a W and that's not an M.
Me neither, but that's his signature. That's Willie Mays, man. It's he had a ton of fake autographs out there before that was really known that he was his autograph.
Mm.
You know, secretarial clubhouse, his wife signing for him. You know, where it said Willie Mays. You can even look on some of the old early vintage cards of him with the facsimile autographs, and they do not look like this. You know, they look like they say Willie Mays.
So what are your feelings on, you have all your stuff in ball cubes. You hear like Alex, Bowman 53, talk about the archival boxes. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on baseball, autographed baseball storage? I know we know the light thing, but the ball cubes, I've heard are kind of controversial.
Yeah, so all along I wanted to display my baseballs. I wanted to be able to look at them, but obviously protecting them from light is important. This room stays in the dark unless I'm in here looking at stuff. Fan stays on during the summer months, and lights stay off. And the doors on the big unit, I designed it, they close for that purpose, to protect them from light. So unless I'm shooting a video or showing people the baseballs in the background, those are closed. As far as them being in ball cubes, I'm still kind of on the fence about that because, Alex says it's good to either drill holes in them in the back where they can breathe some. And I've watched videos that the Hall of Fame itself has done on keeping them. That they say the same thing. They need to breathe. So I may end up doing that with all my ball cubes. But I definitely like them displayed as compared to the archival boxes. I understand why you would do that and want to keep them safe and everything like that. And that's cool. But I like being able to show people my collection of like, here they are, and I can point them out and, they're all together.
And going the drilling the hole route would be a lot cheaper because those archival boxes are about $15 a piece for the single ones. They have plastic fronts so you can still see the ball, but they're not cheap, and you have a lot of balls. So,
and baseballs have a lot of them been in my possession for a few years now, but they've been in the big unit in this spot now for over a year in my new house and like 2.5 since I've been living down here, since I've had the big unit in person and finished. And I've only got like one ball that is bled. I think it had to do with the pen that was used, not anything to do with how I've stored them. At least I don't think so.
Do you do all ballpoint, or do you have some? I know the one you got from your A-Rod is Sharpie, but do you try to mostly go ballpoint?
Try and go all blue ballpoint pen, if at all possible. The A-Rod was a gift, and I'm very appreciative of that. If I ever get a ball signed in person myself, which I have done before with a few Hall of Famers in Cooperstown, blue ballpoint pen is the way to go. Some of the really, really old autographed baseballs, we knew be like a black ink or, a vintage ink pen. And those are okay for my collection to me. But blue or black ink with ballpoint pen or vintage pen as opposed to a Sharpie. I don't want any baseball signed in Sharpie if I can help it.
I know the Hall of Fame did a video on YouTube about their collection, and they mentioned what kind of pen they use. I can't remember exactly. I think I have it in one of my saved bookmarks, but it's not ballpoint, but it's something.
It's it's an archival. I know it's a blue ink pen, and it's a certain like size 2 pen or something like that. I watched the same video, but those pens were expensive. They're like $10 a pop or something.
Yeah. May want to hit up Kyle. He might have some help for you.
Oh, cool, Kyle. Yeah, I'll hit you up on Instagram Messenger where we usually talk. I'll definitely shoot you a message. Always looking for more good advice, for sure.
Got to keep this stuff around forever.
That's right. That's the plan. My son's got to get it someday. Yeah, Snoop, that's right. All these ball cubes are UV protected. So, that helps with light, even though this room stays in the dark most of the time.
Are they Ultra Pro?
Yeah, 90% of them are.
Okay. Because I know, when you get a Rawlings official ball, it comes in its own cube. Do you think those are Ultra Pro? Because they have the little black stands in the cube. Some of mine have that black stand, some of them don't. So
I've got like 2 of those left. I replace them when I get new ball cubes, but they're UV protected too. I'm like 95% sure.
Let's see. You pick a comment.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to click on one from the Norwegian here. It says Mays has some decent autograph examples in the 50s and early 60s. Not sure when he adopted the new style, but it's not very appealing. Maybe late 60s or early 70s. Yeah, I've seen like some rookie era autographs I know in the 50s that looked more like Willie Mays. But I think those are fairly rare. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. And a comment from Brian here. I have never seen the collection that he has. Is that on YouTube? If so, I'll have to check that out for sure. I love autographed baseballs.
Do you have your 55 card? I mean, it's a facsimile auto, and I don't know if it's actually his or if it's like auto pen, but that would be an early example, and it's actually Willie Mays. You can see the W and the M, but that might just be one that they fabricated on there.
Oh, the 55 Topps Mays?
Yeah, I was just looking on Google search for any example of early Mays autographs.
Yeah, I think you chose that one intentionally because it's the biggest card I still need for 55 Topps. That's me.
I'm sorry.
No, I can grab a different vintage Mays that's older than that should have it. I'll look.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's actually his autograph or if it's just one they put on there.
Well, you never know with tops, right?
Well, it might be. Here, let me show my screen real quick. This is a baseball. Let's see. How do we do this? There we go. Right here. And that looks better.
That looks a lot closer to Willie Mays.
So,
I don't know if that's real or not.
Yeah, you always have to question that.
I've got my vintage Mays card. There's my 52 Bowman Mays, and it has a different facsimile signature on it. I don't think that was an authentic one. I think that's a Topps fabricated one, but I don't know that for a fact. That's what that looks like. Definitely not what his autograph looks like now. That's for sure.
So it looks like this Getty guy's got some good stuff.
I have to check that out, man, for sure.
Maybe he might be on Frank's level.
Yeah, with autographed baseballs. With the autographed baseballs, at least on YouTube anyways, they're not as popular. Like, I feel like a lot of people, don't really collect autographed baseballs, but I love them. I think they make great display pieces, and in my opinion, there's nothing more American than signing a baseball. That's why I've got some UNC autograph baseballs from basketball players. I would love to have, this is not a sports guy, kind of a sports connection, but I would love to have a Frank Sinatra signed baseball. I think that would be sick, and he was a big Dodgers fan back in the day. I've seen him for sale.
Oh, Brooklyn Dodgers, yeah.
Brooklyn Dodgers, yeah. New York, baby. New York, yeah. New York.
Well, they play his song after every Yankees game at Yankee Stadium, just on loop. They play it over and over again. So.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of pictures of Sinatra like in the dugout, like hanging out with the players and stuff.
Okay.
And I like his music, and with his connection to baseball, like nothing more American than signing a baseball. So I would love to have one of those. That'd be really cool.
I think one of my favorite things about autographed baseballs is the universal language of the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Last month, me and my brother went to an Oriole game, and we went out to the parking lot. And I don't know how many guys follow the Orioles. They're not much to follow right now, but Ryan Mountcastle stopped and signed autographs. And I gave him my ball, and I said, sign it on the sweet spot. And that's just, everybody knows what that is. I just think that's so cool. So.
There's another comment from my brother. High praise for you, Will.
Oh, I appreciate it, Jeb.
There you go. My brother will subscribe to you. You'll have both the Brewer brothers.
I take it that Jeb's a big fisherman.
Jeb is a big fisherman, big outdoorsman, hunting and fishing, him and my dad, for sure.
There you go.
Here you go, Will. Here's a question for you.
What are your thoughts on Crush Davis? His retirement or like his whole career with the Orioles? Because I actually was a huge Chris Davis fan back when he was leading the world in home runs. I am the firm believer that you earn a contract. There's some risk to rewarding a player a big contract like that. I feel like our front office had no business giving him such a big contract. That's not really the Orioles style. But I feel like he definitely earned that contract. Obviously, he did not live up to it. We still have to pay him till 2037, I think. We owe another, starting next year, we still owe him like about $65 million. So that's going to put a damper on our rebuild. But I was a huge Chris Davis fan. Still have his jersey, still have several autographed items. But I don't know. I think he realizes that his time is up. We got some good guys coming up in the minor leagues. I guess Mancini is the first baseman by trade. So is Mountcastle. So I think he needs to step aside and let the young guys and let the rebuild happen. So I'm happy for him. He definitely gave us a lot of good memories. I was at forget what year it was. We opened up opening day with the Twins. My brother and I went, and he hit a grand slam to left field. and the stadium just went nuts. And that was the year he hit 53 home runs. So I believe it was 2013. So he gave us a lot of good memories, and I don't know. He'll always hold a special place in my heart for sure.
There you go.
Bonilla contract for sure. Maybe not as bad though, because Bonilla is going to get paid every July 1st for the rest of his life. So I'd say Bonilla is maybe a little worse, but CD was definitely a albatross. So
spoken like a true Orioles fan. I remember the good times.
Yeah, you got to hang on to the good times.
That's right. I saw another question for some items while you were talking, Will, so I went ahead and grabbed them.
Yeah.
What's my favorite auto that's on a baseball of a pitcher? So I picked out two because one has one player on it and one has multiple players. The one with one player, got to be Mr. Sanford Koufax.
The left arm of God right there.
There it is, Sandy Koufax. And I'm left-handed, so all-time Hall of Fame left-handed players, big fan. And if Brian's still in here, I don't know if B-Roth's still in here. I know he loves Koufax, so I'm sure he appreciates that one. And the other one is one of my favorite autographed baseballs in my whole collection, and it's because I think that it's pretty unique. And
I know this one. I love this one.
Yeah, I love talking about this one. So Will's heard me talk about it probably 5 times. It is from my Braves. It's signed by 2 pitchers, and it's got a really cool inscription on it. And in the 50s, reflecting on some of the bad times, there were a period early on in the late 40s and early 50s that the Braves were not very good before a guy named Henry Aaron and a guy named Eddie Matthews joined the team. But Warren Spahn and Johnny Sane dual signed baseball. On the sweet spot, they signed their names, and on the bottom, Johnny Sane inscribed, "Pray for rain," because back in the day, that was their mantra for their pitching staff. Spahn and Sane and pray for rain because the rest of them sucked. But I love that baseball. It's one of my favorites in my whole collection. So I'm glad you asked that question, man. Thank you.
You're not going to show your Marisha?
Oh, with Will on, I think I have to. Whoops. Guys, not the Koufax. Not the Koufax. Where's he at? Oh, of course. Yeah. Juan Marichal. This was a gift from Will. Thank you, Will, again. Yeah. Clearly my favorite pitcher
of all time.
Autograph of all time right here. The Dominican dandy himself.
I wanted to get one with that nickname, but they're very expensive.
Oh, dude, if you would have got me that, I love baseball nicknames. That would have been crazy.
Let's ask the chat. Let's ask the chat what some of their favorite baseball nicknames are.
Oh yeah, I'm always down to talk baseball nicknames. I'm looking for a certain one that I have that's signed with a nickname. Where is he? There he is. And
you were talking about Chantilly, Brooks Robinson on your last video, and I was there, and not the day that he was there, but I was looking at the autograph pricing list, and in order to get, I think it was like $70 to get his autograph, but it was like over $100 to get him to inscribe the human vacuum cleaner. I don't know if that's on a baseball, but seems like a lot to spend on. But hey,
we got a couple votes for Oil Can Boyd here.
Yeah,
that's a good one. There's another one, Jesse.
Here we go. The Tominator. Yeah, we got
like Human Rain Delay, Hargrove. Yeah, for sure.
Cleveland Guardians in the house. Yeah.
There you go.
It'll be hard. It's gonna be hard to not call them the Indians. It's gonna be very hard.
It'll take a while.
Yeah.
That's like my brother. He's not on here anymore, but he actually got me this ball for Christmas one year. It's a Enos Country Slaughter autographed baseball.
That's pretty sweet.
With the nickname. And he's actually a North Carolina native son. He's from North Carolina. You know, Slaughter is.
Let's see. Big Hurt. Yeah.
That's Big Hurt. Yeah, of course.
Did you see him in the Field of Dreams game? He's a lot bigger now than he even when he was playing. He always kind of blows me away with how big. Maybe the suits make him look bigger, but he is a very large man.
I think he gets him like a half size too small, and he's like jacked.
That's true.
Got one other nickname autographed baseball. Not my favorite player in the world, but
Yeah.
Roger Rocket Clemens.
He'd get in the Hall of Fame next year, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
Let's see. 661 Fish. He brought up a good point. I have questions about this for sure.
What do you say?
He said, "Hey Jake, we need to find a new page for our cards. Not impressed with the platinums."
Agree,
So,
Sean.
Ultra Pro has the platinums, but they also have silver, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten the silver because they're cheaper, but they seem flimsier. So I don't, I'm a little bit newer to set building. You guys are veterans, so I don't know. Any advice on pages?
When Sean's a big binder guy too for vintage sets, he sent me quite a few cards a few months back. Very generous. Thank you again, Sean. Yeah, we've noticed a problem with the pages kind of bending in a little bit on the last pocket. I haven't had any damaged cards, but over time that might happen. So I'm going to have to get some new pages for a couple of my binders. I don't know what the deal is with the platinums or why they're doing that. But yeah, you're right, Sean.
What about BCW? How do you feel about those? They seem like they only have one type of page. Is it any better? Or?
I think they're okay. I like just having them uniform throughout a binder. I think either brand's acceptable. Sean may have some thoughts on that. If you do, Sean, comment down below. Got a few more nicknames that they popped in here. Donnie Baseball.
Yeah.
I love Donnie Baseball.
Here's a good one.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate it. I get to be mentioned with all these greats. This would be a dream nickname autograph baseball for me, Jesse.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I always loved Ricky Henderson. He's one of my favorite players. I like base stealers and speed. That's kind of my game when I played, so I like that. And he was awesome when I met him in Cooperstown. That's my favorite story to tell, is about Ricky Henderson. So he's the man. I would love to have a Man of Steel autograph ball. That nickname's just so clever. So clever.
I agree with you, Kyle. Do you have any are you trying to hoard Chief Wahoo stuff? So because it's gonna be harder to find these days.
I got my Chief Wahoo hat like 2 years ago. Good thing I did.
Yeah.
This guy, Ty Cobb, one of my other boys. I've got a card that's relevant to that. There's my National Treasures
Bat card, yeah.
bat card with the nickname Georgia Peach. It's my boy, Ty Cobb. If any of you haven't read Ty Cobb, A Terrible Beauty by Charles Learson, read it.
I'm about halfway through it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't asked you about that in a while.
Yeah.
I forgot. You've been working on it.
I kind of put it down for the summer, but need to pick it back up. So
yeah, great book. Really reveals a lot about Ty Cobb and how he was painted as a villain. And, a lot of that wasn't necessarily true.
Definitely changed my perception. So here's some more nicknames here. The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah.
I got to see him play once at the Old Bush. It was like the game or two before he retired. He pinch hit and he fouled out first base side. So didn't get to see a lot of him, but at least I could say I saw Ozzy play.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty cool. I didn't get to see Ozzy play.
And here's he said, haven't found anything yet. The platinums were supposed to be the best. Yeah, they don't make the pages like they used to. I have some pages from when I was a kid, and they've significantly yellowed, but the structure of them is a lot better than the new stuff. So
I saw a comment here. I like these nicknames. Little Poison and Big Poison. You know who those are, Will?
I think so. Are they? They're older guys. I'm not. I'm not If you get much past 48 Bowman, I don't really know what I'm talking about. So
They're brothers. They played in Don's
are they the
team's
Wainers?
town. The Wainers, yes. Lloyd
Paul
with
and
Lloyd. Lloyd
okay.
was Lloyd's little poison and Paul's big poison.
Yeah,
Boom.
they are. And the nickname on the card. Yeah.
That's right. 40 play balls. That's why this is one of my favorite vintage sets, because I got all the nicknames on the cards. I love that in the 40s too. So those are super cool. I had to grab that binder when I saw Don's comment.
And then here's the Iron Horse. You got any Lou Gehrig stuff?
I don't have any Gehrig. No relic card, no autograph, no playing days. I need to get a Gehrig. I'm pretty sure Kyle has a 33 Gaudy, I think.
Here's Stan the Man Musial, yeah.
Stan the Man. Can't go wrong with
Stan the Man. I think one of my favorites is the Heater from Van Meter. I love that.
Yeah, that's classic. Here's another good one from 40 Play Ball. I'm just flipping through this binder now. My old Pete Alexander. I was ecstatic when I got that card. So cool. Love the nicknames.
You'll get it back, Kyle.
Yeah, you will, Kyle.
I've got some huge cards left on my spreadsheet, and Jake keeps telling me it's a marathon, not a sprint. We'll get there.
Right, man. In time. And since Kyle's still in here, he's been with us the whole time. I'll show a Cleveland player. And it's weird for his nickname in 40 Play Ball, but Larry Lodgeway. This is Napoleon Lodgeway.
Kyle, what do you think the Guardian should have gone with? I, for one, was hoping for the Spiders, but would love to hear your opinion.
I was hoping for the Spiders too. Logos would have been sick.
This is interesting.
Yeah, Kyle's gone very like non-mainstream with his stuff. He wants to get different pre-war cards, which is really cool. He gets a lot of different typesets in his collection that way.
Yeah, pre-war is not something I do any of, really. So watching your channel has been fun. You must be, I don't know, how you go for those raw cards. I would be so nervous.
And then there's guys like this, commons that are fun just from the nickname. Cookie Lavaghetto. Cookie. What a nickname.
You got any of these?
No, I wish I had a Mordecai three-finger brown.
The name Mordecai is so cool.
Mordecai, what a name. That will not be my son's name, though. It won't be Mordecai. Thanks for guessing, guys.
Yeah, we're all on the edge of our seats for that one. What did I guess? I guessed Larry. What's Chipper Jones's middle name? I can't remember.
Wayne.
Yeah, I guess Larry Wayne Brewer. That was my guess.
Yeah, I had someone guess Babe Ruth Brewer. Tyrus Raymond Brewer.
Yeah.
Good guesses. Not correct, but good guesses. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Jesse. Cookie Rojas was another Cookie. Yeah, and Carlos Carrasco is nicknamed Cookie as well.
Yeah, when they first announced the Guardians, I was like, where on earth did they get that? And then they did the video. I guess it was narrated by Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Is that right? And they showed more of where they came up with the nickname. And I was like, okay, that I can see the connection, but the logos are pretty bad. So maybe they'll improve on that. It doesn't have to stay the same.
Yeah, I hope they do something a little bit more fun with the logos. I'm cool with the name too. And I get it. I just wish the logos were a little better. The ones with the flying G's next to the baseball, that looks like clip art, man. Right. That's so bad.
Here's Don hit the nail on the head.
Oh, Don, you're telling everybody, man. Come on. Oh, geez, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I love it.
All right, Will. Well, we've been going a little bit over an hour now.
Wow.
Hard to believe. I
That
just
was a
looked
quick
up
hour.
and saw it'd been that long. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. I had fun hanging out with everybody and chatting and hanging out with Will and everybody in the chat and showing off some cards, man. So I guess it's about time to wrap it up. Amy will be home from work. Yes, she's still working with the due date just 2 days away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wrap things up and hopefully we'll hop on here and do it again.
Tom Hanks, what a guy.
What a guy. What a guy.
We'll do it again.
Thanks, Don.
Thanks,
Appreciate that, man.
Let's see what you got. Give me a follow on Instagram. Definitely will do that, Kyle. Would love to chat.
Yeah, you can find him on my Instagram, Will.
Meet up at the National sometime or something. That'd be cool.
Thanks, Brian. I really appreciate that, man. We've got a doctor's appointment on Friday on the due date if he doesn't show up before then. So we'll see.
How about everybody take a guess on what day it'll be, and we'll do a little pool.
We'll see. Jesse's already getting in on that action, man. He jumped on the due date, August 20th.
All right. Well, I got to get off here and go eat some dinner. So it's been fun. We'll do it again.
All right, guys. See you later. God bless.